you know, with the difficulties that that we are facing, this is a time to stand by your friends, to stand by your comrades, and we will not only are we not stepping back in any way, but we'll redouble our efforts here in Washington, D.C. To help the Biafran government, to help the Prime Minister. You know, right before the incidents of what happened, I arranged for the Biafran government to retain one of the top international attorneys in the world, who I work very closely with, Armand Dabiri, who's represented many foreign governments, who's engaged in a lot of sensitive international activities throughout the world. And I made this move because I knew I didn't know what the Finnish government would do, but I knew that the Nigerian government is very devilish, and we always have to outsmart them. So that's why we brought on the attorney, who's been very helpful to us, including with this current situation with the Prime Minister.
Hello, good afternoon, viewers. This is Satellite Media, Evangelist Brent, the Biafra evangelist. We are seeing world leaders, seeing diplomats, everybody rooting for Samuel Ekpa's release. But I remember that the other time we saw the investigating officer from Finland, Otto Hettinen, making it very clear that this man have not committed any crime. We have equally seen the lives of the Foreign Affairs Minister of Russia, advising UN and countries of the world that going forward, you must respect right of self-determination. We know that once we talk of self-determination, the first thing that comes to mind is Biafra, Nnamdikanu, Samuel Ekpa. How does this move come to you, this recent development?
Mama Jesus, glory be to Jesus Christ. I remember my humble self, that Biafran evangelist Benjamin Johnson is a snatchy. I am here to air the truth and nothing but the truth. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you're watching us from. I love what is happening. I love the new development that is coming out. You know, the truth must not be covered and it must be said, whether you like it or not. And I will continue to air the point of truth. Self-determination is not a criminal case, even in Nigeria. But in Nigeria, because the fact remains that these ones are from the Igbos, that is why in Nigeria they are criminalizing it. But they know, according to their constitution, it was not a criminal case. Those that are criminals are working freely, but to those that are fighting for their right, that is their right, are the ones that are being tagged the criminals. Look at the case of nnamdikanu. Which offense has he committed? That we warrant Nigeria to keep him under the siege of the DSS. And the part of the offense which Nigeria claimed that he has committed was what the DG of the DSS that was holding him has committed. And the man is still moving freely because it's not a legal man. And look at the case of Samuel Ekpa now. The same thing, the Finland, who doesn't have a relationship with Nigeria, want to use Samuel Ekpa to have a bilateral relationship. Are you listening to me? Glory be to God that the world leaders, people that matter, those that are well to do, those that are well known, are now airing the angle of the truth, telling the UN to do the needful, telling the Finland to understand that what the young man has done or what he's doing is not an offense. Yes, and which is the right thing. Self-determination, you defend yourself. Excuse me, CDS Musa says Simon Ekpa is a terrorist. Tinubu says Simon Ekpa is a terrorist. They want terrorizing. Ever since Simon Ekpa have been captured, is Nigeria having peace? Go to River State, Borno State now, as it is now, half of them now have been, half of the military base now in Borno State now have been occupied by Boko Haram, the terrorists, ISWAP and the rest. Half of a Plateau State have been divided. Plateau State have been divided into two. Terrorists have occupied one. Where go one and go, and the remaining surviving children generation occupy half. Is this Simon Ekpa? Is that Simon Ekpa? Go to Enugu State. Go and see the massacre. Go to Ebonyi State. Go and see the massacre, the pie that is going on there. Is this Simon Ekpa? My brother, the truth remains that Nigeria is a country that hate the truth, and they hate the Igbos, and they hate the Christians. Because imagine a country whereby terrorists rented a hotel and they call them hunters. They rented a hotel, a place where they will stay, organize and arrange on how they will carry out their evil activities in terms of kidnapping, of movement, how to move to kidnap, to rape, to kill, and to destroy farm crops, and to enter villages and vandalize villages and people's home. And you call them what? Hunters.
Let me bring this angle. Because even as we stand, there is the other time when the American government we release list of terrorism sponsors from Nigeria. All the list we saw there is those who are sponsoring Boko Haram. We never saw anything that looks like biafra sponsorship. And
because our hands are clean. We are the saint of the Lord. The new generation, the peculiar people, the choosing of Almighty God. Our hand doesn't, can never be involved in anything called criminalism. Go and check the word of God from the foundation. We have never been involved in anything criminality. Our hand is always pure because the hand of the Lord is upon us and is always pure and clear upon every Biafran man, like me, as you can confirm. You understand? So go and checkmate somebody like nnamdikanu, the great leader ever emerged in the history of Nigeria and will remain ever emerged in the history of Africa. Okay, now look at what is happening. The hand of the Lord was mightily rested upon him, and that is why Nigeria have been trying everything in order to buy the man. God will say no.
Okay, now let me bring this angle because we understand that the other time when Biafrans from all over the world gathered in Latin Finland for the declaration of Biafra, it was not under the watchful eye of international media. And nobody was handed, nobody was arrested. It's going to show that perhaps the world, UN, European Union, Interpol, do not see IPOB the way Nigerian government see them.
Of course, they do not see them because they know that what they were doing or what they did on that very day was a normal thing. There is no crime in it because all these nations today that have country of their own went through it. You understand? Even Finland, the country of which we use, went through it. Even in exile, they got their independence in exile. Remember, under Russia. You get it? So what we did that very day was purely constitutional, EU chartered, UN chartered, all over the world. You understand? So you see why they give us that audience, they give us that free hand, they give us everything, that backup. Go ahead and do what you are doing because it's not. If IPOB is actually a terrorist, we British giving us asylum, would they give us asylum?
But
no.
If I may bring this angle, what do you think would have accounted for foreign bodies, foreign individuals standing into this struggle by way of lobbying for Biafra in Washington DC, in different parts of the world?
Yes. When the time is right, everything fall in place. Like I said, and I still repeat it again, Biafra is what? Is a spirit. And this is the time for Biafra to stand. When it is time for Pharaoh to let the children of Israel go, Pharaoh have no choice. A lot of signs took place in the land of Egypt, which Pharaoh refused. At the point that Pharaoh began to lose their first child, in the book of Exodus chapter 12. You understand? When
so Pharaoh learned in a hard way.
In a hard way. And if care is not taken, Nigeria will learn it in a hard way. Yes, and that is what you are saying now. The international, the people that are matters, are now coming, involving themselves in this matter. Trying to tell you that these people, you tag them terrorists, and we have done our thorough investigation, even both to their leaders that you accuse. We have checkmated their record. There was no criminal case in their record. Oyibo valued, a clean sheet. It's only in Nigeria you see a drug leader become president, a prisoner becoming president. You see a criminal becoming senator. It's only in Nigeria. Even when you know that, we know that, we will still prefer them to be there. You understand? But you can't play it.
We understand that in Nigeria there was a time when people were saying if a particular person, even if it's Lepa bid, that they will vote for him. That was Buhari then.
That is the thing. No? And now is it, when Buhari came into power, do you know what made Buhari and many Nigerians, throw their card towards Buhari? In 16 years of PDP, we were like, PDP have ruled 16 years. They are not doing well. Let's try another party. Remember the slogan that they came with, change. That slogan entered into the memory of many Nigerians. We were like, let's test another party. And as at that time, the Buhari happened to be one of the Northerners who they believe that he has a clean hand, who have not saw his hand. Do you understand? So you see where the thing now like, oh, let's champion this one. Unknowingly to us. So.
Now let me bring this angle. What do you think will be the mode in the southeast, in Biafra land, the day nnamdikanu or rather Ekpa will greet the air of freedom?
Let me tell you this, especially nnamdikanu. Any day, and that is the fear of Nigeria. That any day there is nnamdikanu, anything he said is automatically will stand. And they are afraid for a man of that kind of heart. They don't know what he may likely come out and declare or say.
So his word is injunction in the...
His word is fine now.
It's an injunction.
Straight ahead. Straight ahead. And people, the Biafrans are ready to pay to follow it up and get what we want because he's speaking our mind. And likewise as Ekpa, Sidious Musa said there is a little piece now that the man has been arrested. A little bit because the Fulani have gotten an access, easy free access, to be buying the Eastern and the Christians in Nigeria, especially the eastern part of Nigeria. That's why he said they have their freedom now. Because unlike when Ekpa was there, and that's just it. So releasing them and freedom is like automatically giving us that freedom of Biafra we are agitating for. So because once they are out, Baba, you don't know the next step, and that next step is in their hand, and that next step is what they will carry out by the time they negotiate. You see, the only African country specifically inaugurated and invited and give a special honor by Donald Trump on the 20th of January 2025 was Ngozi Orabeze, the representative and the defender of Biafra. Currently now,
you are talking about during Trump's inauguration.
Yes. You understand? That is to show you the recognition, and that is to show you the respect. It was it yesterday? I began to read the articles of that lady. We are shouting here. It's just a nurse. Baba is a doctor's nurse. You understand? She went to school. She was highly educated. She even has her bachelor's degree here in Benin. You understand? So she's not just an ordinary woman that you can do. We go to international Korea peaceful talk. She was among the people who spearheaded it. She was among the people who brought the peace. She was among the people that make things to happen in Korea, in South Korea. Do you understand me? See, she has been involved in many things internationally, and she has played it well. She has performed well. Even in America, do you know how many degrees that she has in America currently as I speak to you?
Okay, now, I think at this point, I'm going to let you go. This is
and glory be to God.
Yeah, it's a wonderful edition of Politics on the Street today. Today, it's no news that Dr. Ngozi Orabeze is set to commission the first Biafra Washington Embassy. Some persons are of the view that what has Dr. Ngozi Orabeze done to the history and to the struggle. Now she's bringing what she has done, that Donald Trump is set to commission this embassy. And then we've seen some persons come out to say that that embassy is just a jamboree. Such thing will never come into reality. Such thing will never come into existence. But the truth of the matter is that these people, are they not tired of the Fulani killings, mines in Nigeria? Are they not tired? Just of recent, some days ago, the Fulani invaded Plateau State and killed over 16 people. Plateau State is now a mine zone whereby the Fulani can easily perpetrate their acts. And now nobody, even the government, is not coming out to condemn this killing. We don't know if the government indirectly or directly, they are the ones sponsoring this killing. And now we've seen someone who has taken over this freedom, this agitator, all to ourselves to make it a reality. And yet some persons are still coming out to condemn this woman, saying that this woman cannot lead the Biafra struggle. Then tell me, who is then fit to lead the struggle? Now that Mazi Samonepa has been given some restrictions of social media, and now we've seen someone who has come out of our own free will to lead this struggle. And some Igbo leaders are saying that will not become a reality. What does the Ohaneze Igbo really want? What does the Igbo's elders who have been bribed by this government, what do they really want? They want everybody in the entire race to be wiped out so that nobody can come out and speak about the illegal mines in the southeast, where we've seen some identified persons being killed on a daily basis. And now nobody is coming out to condemn the killing. And yet Dr. Ngozi Orabuezi is making moves. And yet we've seen leaders, the Igbo leaders, coming out to condemn that move. The truth of the matter is, the enemy of a man is within his household. And we've seen that those who are against the Biafra struggles are not even outsiders. They are mostly people, even from the Igbo race. When Dr. Ngozi Orabuezi announced that they are set to commission the Washington DC Biafran embassy, and that it will be done by the US President Donald J. Trump. We've seen Bianca Ojukwu tweet saying it is a lie from the pit of hell. Why don't you wait until that becomes a reality? Why can't you wait until it becomes a reality? The same people that was being used to kidnap Mazi Nnamdikanu all the way from Kenya, the same people that was being used to orchestrate the illegal arrest of Mazi Samonepa. And now we've seen a woman championing this case, this cause for referendum. And those who were supposed to champion this cause for referendum have even sold out in the freedom. They've sold out. What is it? Indigo have sold out. Southeastern governors have sold out, despite the killings in their domain, despite what is happening in their domain. Nobody is coming out to confront the government and tell them enough is enough. What we have today is people who are only after their own tummy, their own stomach. Is this how Mazi Nnamdikanu stood for the Biafra cause? Mazi Nnamdikanu stood for it with his life, despite the pains that man is going through today. The man has not renounced the struggle for Biafra. The man has not renounced the struggle for the agitation. But yet, we have some elders who claim they are evil elders. They are neither there or there. All what they do is today, Biafra in the morning, and then they will agitate for Biafra in the morning, and at night they are having meetings with those in the presidency just to scuttle the struggle. I am saying it here that nobody born of human can scuttle the struggle, because already the Biafra struggle is an ideology that can never be wiped out. It's an ideology starting from the days of Odumegu Ojukwu until date. It is still waxing stronger. Or those people who are saying Biafra is dead, who are saying Biafra is dead, are they not tired of the slavery? Are they not tired of the Fulani pines? Benue State has now become a death trap for people. Plateau State now, so many atrocities that these Fulani people have committed, and the Igbo leaders cannot come out and express their own grievances to it, cannot come out and condemn all this. Rather, we've seen them taking sides just because they want to become slaves to the Fulani, just because they want to become errand boys to the Fulani.
For that wonderful question, the anchor of this great platform. First and foremost, I want to say, someone has come out to say, or has outlined countless times, that he said that the Nigerian government cannot win Biafra with a barrel of gold for the second time. Now when he said that, see, Nigerian government cannot win Biafra with a barrel of gold, it means that nobody needs to die for them to exit Nigeria. Now, Ojukwu fought Biafra in a different dimension. Now, nnamdikanu did it via his own dimension. So Ekpa is taking it globally. And now, we've seen world body recognize Biafra. We've seen the UN and then some other global body have come out to endorse the Biafra struggle. So kudos to him, it is a plus. Some persons have come out to say that Ekpa should be discredited, the likes of Ohanes Edigbo and that of the Southeastern governors. But my question is that you said Ekpa should not be taken serious. Then who should be taken serious? The government who is not willing to protect our people? Is it the people who have refused to speak up when the Igbo man has been marginalized in the country? Is it the same governors who have become a tools in the hands of their Fulani master? So for you to even have a character like Ekpa and nnamdikanu to have come out to say enough is enough, that we are tired of this contraption called one Nigerians. It shows that these people have this mindset that, see, they can no longer be the slave. So for him to have even gone as far as to hire lobbyists that will speak on behalf of Biafra in the world in the UN summit, to me it's a plus, and that alone, the voice of Biafrans will be heard globally, and the voice of an Igbo man is also being heard globally. Now let me take it back the line. When Southern Sudan and South Sudan wanted parted ways, nobody killed each other. Nobody go through the route of violence. It was done amicably. So Ekpa is doing it amicably for him to convince world leaders that this thing is possible, and why the government of the day, the present government of Nigeria, are not seeing it that way. Thank you. You can also
Should the government, should the Nigerian government be worried about this?
why would they be worried? The same people have sent assassins to kill Samuel Ekpa. Now only he has escaped. So see, one thing about it is that the government of the day, they are panicking. There's panic. You know what it is now? Say a particular tribe, or a major tribe, to exit your country. You know how an Igbo man is. You know the investment of an Igbo man is in the country. Now imagine in Nigeria without an Igbo man. Let's just imagine that. That means dominance. That means the Hausa man would now dominate virtually every government percentage in Nigeria. So now the reason why the Igbo man is still believe that's Nigeria is because the Igbo man is still in the contraption called Nigeria. And eventually, if the Igbo man leaves, my brother, the Igbo man will know the true meaning of Nigeria, and then we now know who owns Nigeria. Just like what Angwabula said. He said they are not scared of the Igbos parting, exiting Nigerians. That was what he said. He said they are not scared. Indirectly, that means the other tribe would not have sense of belonging in the country. And we know it. We know it. I know it too. And every normal man now has the spirit of dominance. You cannot dominate him. If a Fulani man has the spirit of dominance, for you to dominate him, it will take ages. In terms of population, you cannot dominate them. So one thing is that people have foreseen this whole thing. That was why he championed this biafra struggle. And now, gradually, it is now becoming a reality in this contraction called Nigeria. Now, there are some Igbo men are even tired of the system called Nigeria. Just because they feel their brother is still in president. Now, my brother, I can bet you, come 2027, the Yorubas will be championing the Republic more than the Igbo man. I can bet you that. That I am very certain of. Yes, we will championing because it is certain when their president, when their brother is being kicked away from the presidency, already there is a plot, and which he himself cannot escape. The president himself knows that there is a plot, and then the big shots in the north are forming alliance. You know it. RFI, a powerful influence in the north, is not in the league. Sorry, is not in good terms with the president. And now nobody can take that factor. What RFI did. I see that made President Tinubu emerge as the president via his own influence. And then we have also the likes of Angulai, which is the chairman of the Northern Order Forum. He said post-election that the Northern Order Forum supported Tinubu, but come 2027, Tinubu will not get their support. So what does that mean? Now if the average left person would not give the vote, now where will they get the vote? It should come by 2027. The same thing the Yorubas have tagged the Igbos for. Now they will be the mastermind of it, because I can bet you by 2027 Yoruba will stop. And that's the slogan that will continue to trend, is that we are tired of the country, we want to follow the suit of the Igbo man and exit the country. And then the Igbo man now will not take them, tag them for being unserious, because now that the Igbo man is championing for the exit, we are saying the Igbo man is not serious. There are claims that the Igbo man is not serious, but I can bet you when the system will not catch up with you, then you will know why the Igbo man has been championing to exit. Thank you for always coming.